Good morning, friends. Uh, Welcome to this first podcast for Rural Market Strategies. My name is Sarabjit Singh Puri, and I am Director and CEO of Fateh Rural Private Limited. And we are mostly into advertising domain for rural India. So, the idea of starting this podcast was to share knowledge about advertising in rural India of different segments, and that is why we are here. Now, I would welcome Mr. Shishir Chandra and thank you him as well for allowing him to come as a first guest. Shishir Chandra ji is a DGM Insecticide India Limited Marketing Communication Division. So Shishir ji, welcome. You can introduce yourself.
Thank you. Thank you so
More
much.
things can be said about you.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate the initiative, and I think this initiative was very much required. Uh, this rural marketing is gaining momentum, and say after in the last 5 years or so, this rural marketing has become a focus point for each and every company. So I think the challenges for a marketeer, challenger for a brand communication team is increasing day by day as the advertisers are increasing in the rural market. All the companies, may it be a FMCG, may it be a finance, may it be a automobile, all are focusing in this market. So share of voice has to be created. So I think this is an excellent platform where all the marketing teams or all the communication teams can share their own experiences of different industries, and that will help each other to gain an experience what to do and what not to do. So I would like to thank again Rabji Saab for starting this initiative.
Thank you, sir. So today we will be discussing more about not about rural strategies. Rather, this podcast specifically. The first one is about what will we will be mostly covering on this particular podcast and what we will be offering during this session. So I have made a very small presentation kind of stuff where we can start with this. So which topics to be covered? So this is what we have thought about, a few things which can be covered here, and few more topics which people feel can also be suggested by you as well as Shishirji. Whatever you feel can also be added. So starting with, I will mention a few. The first one is advertising a challenge in rural market. So Shishirji, you have been into the market from the last almost 20 plus years, and you have been always in a challenging mode to make a company bigger. And I would say कि Shishir ji has worked in a single company for all these years in Insecticide India Limited and has built a company from scratch to a big volume like a 18,000 crore company. That's a great achievement which you guys have achieved, and I would congratulate you for that. And so, Shishir ji, what kind of challenges you feel until now, which you have got, and in the future also, what do you see?
See, Rabji Saab, thank you so much. See, advertising has been always a challenge for the rural market. The first and the foremost challenge is the message that we communicate, because for the rural market your message has to be simple and bang on. If your message is not simple and bang on, then it will be really difficult for the people to understand that what we want to communicate. So our biggest challenge to start with is what we are communicating and how that information is being perceived by the market. For example, if we talk of our crop protection industry, we are basically bringing out about 8 to 10 products every year. So these products have got their own features, and these products are basically used on the crop, used for the insect diseases or to control weeds on. And already some products are there, some products are already there in the market which are already being used by the farmers. Now the challenge is to educate them and make them understand that how this new technology product will help you to replace that existing product and get better benefits. So I would like to say the challenge, first challenge is to devise a message. Once you get a message right, then you have to make sure that the message is being delivered to the target audience, that is farmers and the dealers. In our industry, farmers and the dealers are very important because dealers are the point of contact for the farmers. Most of the time, when nobody is in contact with the farmers, farmer go to the dealers and ask for their problems, and they are basically getting a solution out of that particular shop. So the right message is the most important thing. And again, after the message, the medium through which we are basically informing him, showing him the result of the product, these two things are most important. But I would like to mention here once again, the message that we communicate is always a bigger challenge for the rural market.
So I would like to add on here, Shishir ji. The point is, one is a message that is, of course, has to be very clear. But I believe in rural India, advertising it is basically more of an education than an advertising. So it is like whenever a new product is coming specifically in agri industry, agri input industry, or maybe in tire industry, or maybe in cement industry, or whatever industry, because most of the products are basically used commercially by the farmers or the rural markets. So if they are being used, it is not fit for FMCG because FMCG is not normally commercially used. So if it is commercially used, then certainly education has to be there so that they can understand the product, they can move inside, and they can correlate the product with their performance or profits.
Actually, the biggest example of this campaign I would like to say is कि mutual funds sahi hai was the biggest campaign. That was an education campaign that was basically designed and run by the association of all the mutual fund companies. The objective was to make people aware because earlier was thing was कि mostly people used to relate savings or the investment to the people who are well to do. So the smaller earning people were basically not doing this thing, and they were actually not aware that even a SIP of 500 rupees or 1000 rupees per month can also be planned. So this is a big example of this thing that they've started this campaign called Mutual Fund Sahi Hai, and they have roped in so many brand ambassadors and all. And if you study the result of this particular campaign, you can see that the all the companies working in this mutual fund sector have received a large benefit out of this, and all the small investors who were educated that if they invest a small amount, they can get the flavor of the share market and get to increase their money as the economy or the share prices increases of all the companies. So you get the benefit out of those. Same implies for our industry also. The biggest challenge today is that whenever we launch a new market, new product, everybody says that this product is very expensive. We are using a earlier product, but we need to make them understand that, boss, earlier you were using a product that was costing you 500 rupees. Now you are using a product which is costing you 750 rupees. Earlier you used to get a control of a week. Now you are going to get a control of 20 days. So your result has increased by threefold, but costing has only increased by zero point 0.5 times. So you have to calculate and show them the cost benefit analysis, and you have to actually show them that what the result of the product is. So once they are convinced with the result, so the one very unique thing about the rural market is that once a farmer is convinced about a good result of any product, may it be a seed or something, the information spreads like a wildfire. So that is a very unique thing. So you have to be very cautious and exact in whatever you are communicating.
Sir, there is one more point which I would like to discuss about the challenges in the rural market. You know, as India is a very, very big country as far as geography is concerned. So, whenever any company comes in, whether it is a big company or a small company, choosing a particular market, choosing a geography is always a problem, always a challenge, I would say. So, how you as an insecticide India, how you guys have worked on choosing a particular geography? Even I would say choosing a state. Inside a state, you have to go inside a district. Then go inside a district, you have to go inside a a village level kind of stuff. So, how you guys choose that, and how it is
See,
Done.
I'll tell you, sir. See, what for all the new products, we are basically working on the potential basis. So for the potential, we are working that this product can goes to this crop X, crop Y, and crop Z. So once this has been identified, then we work that which are the states which is having the largest acre of that particular crop. So based on that understanding, we choose a geography, and according to the geography, again I would like to say, because the behavior of a chemical on the soil of different geography changes. Based on the soil, it changes. So many a times we need to differentiate in the communication also. So it is very important that we differentiate in the communication as well. So as per the localized, so we always have to make a communication that is localized as per the local conditions. We cannot make a national line or a national strategy and then implement it to each and every part. So the result of the product may vary from a state to state. There could be a situation where the same product is not working in one state, but in other state that product is giving excellent results. So based on that, we have to do a due diligence. Then the trials of the products are being conducted, and based on that, it is being defined. So we have got a department called product development team. They are basically doing these initial trials. I will say the pre-launch trials are being done. So based on these trials, we define the geographies where we are planning to launch this product, and based on that, we plan an advertising campaign, and then the product is being rolled out.
Great. So there's one more question has come up that is from Gaurav Chatwalji. He says, how you all cope up with low literacy rate issue and prevalence of spurious brands and seasonal demand in rural markets?
Okay. So I would like to answer this. See, literacy rate is definitely low. For that, we have to do a 360-degree communication with the farmers. Whatever communication we are doing with the farmers to create a brand or to reach them in a bigger level, we do it through mass media. But when it comes to informing them about the nitty-gritties, do's and don'ts about the product, we always do it by our farmer meetings. So we do farmer meetings, we do one-to-one interactions, and our company has got a team of more than 500 people of crop advisors. They are basically going to the farmers, advising them that what are the benefits of these products and how these products are to be dealt. And if we talk about the spurious product, see, we always inform the farmers that you are always required to use a good quality product, because you have to use a product that has been approved, and you are taking that product along with the bill. So once you ask for a bill to the dealer will always give you a quality product. If you are not asking for a bill, then he might give you, because and today the market is evolving like anything. So farmers are getting, but ultimately it is the responsibility of the industry to educate them about the unique features of their packaging as well. For example, we have put certain security features, and I would also like to thank the Ministry of Agriculture. Also, they have also introduced a concept of QR code on all the packings now, which has already been implemented by many companies, and this will be implemented by all the companies in the short while. So there we have got a QR code which a farmer can scan without internet. So to scan that, you don't need an internet there. You can scan the QR code and you can check whether this product is genuinely coming from the company or not.
There's a great initiative by the government, and this is a fantastic thing which is happening. Now let's go to the next level of things. Another point which we will be covering here in the rural market strategies, the conventional means and their ROI. We are using a lot of conventional means like vehicle campaigns, there are boards, then there are shop brandings, then there are farmer meetings, and then there are wall paintings. A lot of conventional means are being used in rural markets. and always it has been challenging to calculate their ROIs, and what steps until now has been taken by the companies, or what they should take in order to improve the ROI of the rural strategies.
Sir, you have rightly said that it is really a tough ask because we have been facing this problem from a long time. Actually, conventional means it is very difficult to calculate a ROI. So what we do basically is we plan our conventional means strategy along with a single product. Actually, what we do is for a particular state we work on a single product. We generally don't work on many products at a time. So when we work on a single product and put all our resources, for example, in conventional means also, if we are promoting our product, say from four different means. So what we try to understand is after those particular thing, we generally do a short kind of a short survey with our channel partners, with our staff, with our farmers. So out of that small short surveys, we get to understand that out of these four mediums, which medium was most visible. So based on that understanding, we take care of that in the next campaign, and then we try to reduce all those mediums which has not given us enough visibility, and try to increase our investment on the means which has given us a better visibility. So this is an ever evolving process. This is a continuous process. This process is basically different for all the states. One particular medium works good for one state. One particular medium works good for other state. So this is a continuous learning process, and out of our learning and out of the local media understanding, we have to define this.
Great. I think there's one more question come up, which is from RG and Company Mohali. What about the financial difficulties and inadequate technical and conceptual skills of rural market? So
See,
this we have been facing in farmers' case as well, because they might not be understanding technical things as far as agriculture science is concerned.
see, this point has already been discussed earlier. So what I would like to say here is key education is the utmost importance. Whenever there is a new product in the market, first of all, you have to educate the people about the usage of that particular product. I would like to give you a simple example. Recently, a new company of hardware and tiles have come up called Simpolo. So this company was a smaller company in relation to Kajaria or some of the bigger companies. So they have introduced a small thing, which was a very small thing, but that small thing has really clicked well. What they have done is it is very difficult to see and understand the design of a tile in a showroom. So they have only introduced a mobile app, which what it does is you take a picture of your room, you take a picture of your kitchen, or you take a picture of your bathroom. After taking a picture of your bathroom, now you can put any design of Simpolo tiles in that design and actually see that in your bathroom which of the design is going to look good. So this was a small interface that they have created, but this interface is really paying them off well, because everybody want to imagine in that particular home. This was the same strategy which was earlier done by Asian Paint also, and they have done the same thing, and by doing such a small thing they are able to get a very good traction for their brand.
So now comes up with the conventions, like as we have talked about the conventional and their ROI challenges and all that. Now there are, what kind of new innovations in the rural marketing which is coming up, new innovations in the form of maybe call centers, maybe in the form of AI, maybe in the form of different ideas which you are talking about, new content, and through internet or through podcasts, we are reaching people. So what exactly you guys are trying to do as far as new innovations in rural marketing are concerned?
See, definitely, sir, new innovations in the rural marketing are coming up, and all the companies in the industry are doing their level best that what we can do in this particular direction and what should be done. So my only submission is that what is the difference between the new innovative advertising, we can say social media advertising or the digital advertising as far as the conventional is there. Here you have got the power to track down. You can select a market of Punjab, then you can select a market of Bhatinda. Then in Bhatinda also, if you want to select few markets, so you can select them. And in those markets, when you select those markets, then you have got a power to select the cotton farmers. So those farmers can be excluded out of your campaign who are not growing cotton. So now here what you get is you get the right audience. So the audience in the conventional method, a part of your communication or part of your budget was not effectively used, because if you are putting a hoarding, so only 5 out of 100 people who are looking at that hoarding are the farmers, your target audience. In this thing, you are able to target exactly to your target audience, and you are able to create a right impact. Because, for example, if I am able to see a particular thing, matlab, I always give an example कि, when a farmer is going back to his home after attending a farmer meeting, and then he opens up YouTube or a Facebook and sees the advertisement of that particular company, the impact of the farmer meeting increases by large, because
Naturally.
there is again a re-establishment of the brand in his mind, which makes them that I have just attended this meeting and this is now here. And the beauty of these digital campaigns is that you are not confined to a particular time. If you have got a content on YouTube about your product, any farmer, any dealer, any distributor, any staff can go and see that content at any point of time. You are not liable, that content is available to him for 24 hours. Your campaign is available to him for 24 hours. So you are not thinking that we have to run a campaign for only about from 10 o'clock to 4 o'clock in the evening. So these are the benefits, but still I would say that we have to make a optimum combination of the conventional and the new innovations together, so that our reach increases and the share of voice remains the same. If see, and one of the disadvantage I would like to say of this digital and social media is that it is a very personalized medium of advertising. It is always by one-to-one medium. So we are not able to create an exterior visibility of the product, which is very important. So I would suggest is that we make an optimum mix of the conventional methods and also with these new methods, so that we get to have an effectiveness of the entire campaign.
I would like to add one more thing here as far as digital media is concerned. Here, normally the rural market is basically based on trust factors. So many times, if only digital is being used, then the trust factor sometimes is missing from the campaigns. If the person is not able to see the real person in front of him, or if he is not able to see, listen to the real voice as far as call center is concerned, then certainly sometimes mistrust comes in the minds of the customers. So of course, for an follow up thing, for a for sending in basic information or the real information or maybe a detailed information to the person is good. So it is rightly said. You have rightly mentioned that all the mediums has to be in the right mix so that the impact of the communication should improve to the next level. So this is very, I would like to say one point here, Shishirji, because most of the people sometimes think that rural market means only agriculture, rural markets means only pesticides and seeds. Rural market means a person with the lower income group and person who is illiterate and all that stuff. So I would like to understand what exactly a rural market is and what are the sectors who are working in this.
See, sir, today, if we talk of the sectors, all the sectors are present in the rural market.
Yes.
All the finance companies are present in the rural market. All the automobile companies are present in the rural market. All the FMCG companies are available in the rural market.
Jewelry
The
companies.
jewelry companies, everybody.
Yes. Retail companies, everybody is.
Everybody's there. The only point is he everybody has got the same set of audience. Either if you go to a village, either you will find a farmer or you will find a person who would be supporting agriculture in one form or the other. So these are the two type of communities you find in a village. So if a finance company is going there, so they have got the same audience, but they have to communicate their point in a different way. For
Naturally.
example, if a finance company was communicating a point in the urban market, the same communication cannot go to a rural market, because in the rural market, their thinking is different. Their thinking is not to be dependent very much on the loans. Their thinking is to be self-sufficient and do whatever they have got. But you have to educate them that if you do a safe investment, or if you do a safe planning, you can increase your profits, or you can increase your output by 2x or 3x. So they have to be very, very clear. And the concept of small loans are basically very effective in the rural market. So those small loans are very effective in the smaller end. And if you talk of the automobiles, FMCG, all the biscuit companies, all the beverages companies, everybody is now bombarding the rural market. Now, the only point to understand is that when a company goes to a rural market, again, they have to redefine their product as per the aspirational values of the customers in the village. The same aspiration value that was going to the urban market cannot go to the rural market. So, as per the aspiration of the rural market, you have to redesign your campaign. The biggest example I would like to say is the Maggie advertisement. I think if you will go on a Google and see, Maggie has launched a very good advertisement where they have worked on a good concept कि मैगी खाने की क्या क्या अपॉर्चुनिटीज हो सकती हैं या क्या क्या सिचुएशंस हो सकती हैं. तो शहर वाले के लिए मैगी खाने की सिचुएशन ये है कि वो अपने घर में अकेला है. गांव वाले के लिए क्या सिचुएशन हो सकती है, या मैं गांव ना कहूँ तहसील कहता हूँ या कोई शहर कहता हूँ, स्मॉल शहर कहता हूँ, तो देर
Tier 3, 4 cities, yeah.
हाँ, तो ये 2 tier 3 tier 4 cities. So there the opportunity could be a good rainfall makes them
Happy.
feel that we should eat something good, or we should enjoy these things. So they have got their own way of living. They have got ample amount of time. Time is not a factor to them. So if you say to them कि ये 2 मिनट में बन जाता है, तो that might not attract them. So you have to create a different strategy for the market, and for that you have to do a dipstick and understand that what is the aspirational value of that particular market, and based on that you have to devise your communication and then put up to the right meeting.
A few questions have come up, Shishir, for you. Is there any help or support to companies from government to develop rural areas? First of all, if you have got some, or got some support.
As of now, there is no such help. What I would like to mention here is that many a times we do certain collaborative programs with different agriculture universities. We do certain programs with different Krishi Vigyan Kendras, where we use the help of their scientists to make the farmers understand about the latest technologies. For example, our industry is running a very big campaign on judicial use of agrochemical products, where we are educating the farmers on the right use and the method of using it. So, for that thing, we take help of Krishi Vigyan Kendras and already the different agriculture universities. So, if we talk of our company is doing a project with Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel Agriculture University at Meerut, where what we are doing is we are putting up certain demonstrations of the new technology products along with the old technology products. So once that particular thing is done, we show to the farmers that now instead of 7 sprays or instead of 6 sprays, you can do your farming with only 4 to 5 sprays. So your one spray reduces. That will help you to decrease the costing, and also that will help you to give a better production. So we are trying to educate them, because in villages seeing is believing. So they only believe you once they see the result by their eyes. So we are working with the universities. So directly any grant is not coming to us, but this again is a big thing where academia, government, and the industry are working together for these particular educational programs.
So there's one more question has come: how to gain access or profit or generate effective business from rural marketing? So I think we have been discussing about it.
Yeah, so we have been already discussing on this point. So I would like to just mention here one important thing. First and the foremost is you have to understand the market for a particular product. If we are going to market that what we have already product we have, then I think that will not work. We have to understand that what is the demand, what is the need of the market, and we have to devise our product according to the need of the market. So if we are able to do that, definitely it would be profitable.
Okay, so this is one more point which we will be covering here on this Rural Market Strategies podcast is about the great rural companies which have built themselves in the rural markets and the products which have really, made an impact from the last many years, and their what are their strategies as well as what struggles they have gone through in order to build those great companies as well as products. So, Shishirji, your company has also come up from the scratch in the last many, almost 20-25 years. You have reached a very fantastic position. And secondly, you have a good share of market in as far as the agri input industry is
This is,
concerned.
yeah, so this is a very interesting thing to do. So I think special coverages on great rural ends would be a better story. So because
Okay.
we have got so many rural brands that
Yes.
we have done. The biggest example I would say of the fog deodorant. Fog deodorant is a deodorant which is not being used by most of the people in the urban markets, but in the rural market, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4 cities, this fog is a super hit product. And the basic two benefits that the company was able to show is they have kept their campaign very simple. They have not shown that their product is being used by the celebrities or something like that. And what they have done is they have already worked on the availability of the product. So availability of the product was very much there, and based on the availability and a simple tagline कि क्या चल रहा है, fog चल रहा है. Based on this, they have created an excellent market share. If I tell you that today in the Indian market, which has got more than 500 deodorant brands, the market share of fog is about 12%. So
Oh, huge.
which is a big achievement by the small company. But this is an great case study. If you get time, you go on the internet and you'll find so many stories on the fog deodorant. So these stories need to be propagated. These will always motivate the new young uh, companies and the entrepreneurs.
Yes, a great information here by CCG about the fog and similar. A lot of similar brands have come up in the rural market and they have made an impact. So here introducing new trends about future advertising. As you know, the future is always important and future is always risky also, and future is also always exciting as well. So, what kind of future things do you foresee in the coming days, the kind of advertising or the kind of advertising change in advertising you see in the markets?
See, advertising have already started shifting from a product benefit to a value addition mode. It has already started to move in that direction. If you see, say example 5 ads, you will find 3 ads based on the value per proposition, and you will find only 2 ads talking about the product, its benefits and all. So it has already been changed. Now advertising is all about creating a value of a brand in the lives of its customers. So in the future also, this is going to be an important thing. Again, as you have already mentioned, that the trust factor is very important for the rural market. Today, again, whenever a new product goes to a farmer, the first question that a farmer asks us, कि ये किस कंपनी का है, which company is making this product. So if they have heard the name of that company, if they have got, so they are assured that if this product is coming from a house of Insecticides India Limited, or say if it's coming from a house of any good company, so that products की जो credibility है, that automatically sets to the mind of the farmers. Future advertising will not be only for the products, that will also on making a credible visibility or a credible positioning for the company as well.
Yes, of course. Whenever we see, even if we go out in the market and want to buy any brand, we certainly go through the credibility of the brand, how long it has been into the market, how well it has PR itself, how well the brand has been established, what is the overall impact of the product, or what users are saying about the product. And these days, which is very easy to find ratings of the products on internet as well. So end of the day, everything matters now. And rural market is not the days which earlier there were. The future advertising, I also see it is more. It will be more depending on now the feedbacks as well as new ideas and new trends. Of course, value addition will be there. So this is what all the major points which we thought will be covered in this particular podcast. I will expect Shishir again in this podcast again. I will see him again after some time on a specific, topic which he will be covering. So thank you guys. Thank you Shishir for
Thank you so
coming
much.
here, and thank you guys for joining. I think a lot of people have
Thank you.
joined this time. It's great.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.